Welcome to the Round Table, beautiful soul, and happy Friday. Our conversation is about the enemy within, the strength, power, and grace in self-belief. Today, I have the pleasure of sharing one of my favorite timeless African proverbs that I feel carries the wisdom of centuries, yet meets your modern journey. And the proverb is, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside cannot harm you. This proverb reminds you that your most powerful ally or your greatest threat is often not the world outside, but the thoughts, doubts, and fears that live inside you. So today, we'll slow down, reflect, and learn how to quiet the enemy within and awaken the woman of power and grace that you truly are. Today's proverb speaks to the heart of inner strength. This reminds you that your greatest challenge isn't what happens around you, it is what happens within you. In today's episode, you'll discover 3 beautiful insights: how your self-doubt and negative self-talk quietly sabotage your confidence, how to build inner peace and emotional strength, and finally, a short reflection to help you reconnect with your inner power and grace. If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside cannot harm you. When you stand strong in your truth, no outside force can truly hurt you. This proverb invites you to nurture peace within so that criticism, fear, or rejection lose their power. When your spirit is steady, the noise of the world fades into the background. You may not always control what happens around you, but you always have the power to shape what happens inside you. That inner voice, the one that says, "You're not enough," or "You can't do this," is often your biggest obstacle. The moment you challenge that voice, you begin to reclaim your strength and self-worth. Think of yourself as a fortress. When your inner walls are built from confidence, love, forgiveness, nothing from outside can shake your foundation. But when those walls weaken with self-doubt, resentment, even the smallest criticism can pierce your heart. You hold the power to strengthen those walls each day through kindness toward yourself and clarity about who you are. The world can only wound you as deeply as you allow it. When you stop feeding the enemy within, the outside world loses its control. I'll say this again. The world can only wound you as deeply as you allow it. When you stop feeding the enemy within, the outside world loses its control. You begin to walk with a quiet assurance, firm in your purpose and grounded in your peace. Imagine someone at work criticizing your efforts unfairly. In the past, their words might have ruined your day, stirring anger or self-doubt. But now, anchored in your inner calm, you pause, breathe, and choose not to take their negativity personally. You respond with clarity instead of defensiveness, and the moment passes without stealing your peace. And in that stillness, something beautiful awakens within you, a soft, steady light that no shadow can dim. You begin to see the world not as a battlefield, but as a place of learning and becoming. The pain that once broke you now shapes you into someone wiser, gentler, and more compassionate. You find strength not in resistance, but in acceptance, not in armor, but in openness, With every breath, you return home to yourself. And there, in the sanctuary of your own heart, you finally realize you were whole all along. Now let's pause for a short reflection. Take a slow, deep breath in. Inhale and exhale. Now place your hand on your heart and feel its steady rhythm. This is your anchor, your reminder that life moves through you with purpose. Whisper softly to yourself, I release fear. I trust my strength. I am whole. Let those words sink in. You are not your doubts. You are not your fears. You are your courage. You are your light and your unshakable truth. I trust my strength. Always default to that state, trusting in your own strength. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. When you nurture peace within yourself, the outer world can no longer harm you. Challenges will still come, but you meet them with grace and strength. Every time you silence that inner critic, you reclaim your power. Now say it with me. I am a woman of power and grace. Power because you have the strength to rise again. Grace because you move with compassion for yourself and for others. And the more you root yourself in this truth, the more unshakable you become. This week, pay attention to your inner dialogue. When you notice self-doubt creeping in, pause and replace it with your mantra. I'm a woman of power and grace. Write it on a sticky note. Say it out loud in the mirror. Whisper it before bed. The more you affirm it, the more your inner enemy fades away. You may share it with friends and family. And remember the proverb, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside cannot harm you. When you nurture peace within yourself, you become anchored in something unshakable. The storms of life may still rage around you, but they no longer have the power to pull you under. Instead of reacting with fear or anger, you respond with calm understanding. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow. Every setback, a lesson in resilience. True inner peace does not mean the absence of struggle. It means meeting life's uncertainties with grace, courage, and the quiet confidence that you are whole, no matter what happens outside of you. Choose today to be on your own side, to protect your peace and honor your strength. Thank you for tuning into the Roundtable. Please go into your week with courage, calm, and confidence. And remember, you are a woman of power and grace. Dr. Mensimah signing off. See you next week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.